So this is my answer to my brother's in the bag video. He just made one, and so I was gonna make one too. So mine is a lot more boring because I play the entire same brand throughout my entire bag. I'm a big MVP Axiom Streamline kind of guy. So this is gonna be really quick because it's basically just all their discs. But yeah, I'll just run through it really quick. So for putting, I'm not good at putting. So I have been searching for a putter that goes in the chains, and you know, it is the arrows, and I just haven't found the right arrow yet. But right now we're putting with proxies. These aren't very good, or maybe it's me. Haven't decided yet. Too many words too quickly. These are my throwing putters, or I guess my approach discs. So I have a spin. Shout out to In Chain Disc Golf. I got this from his shop, or D's Disc Golf Emporium in Madison Heights. This thing crushes, but all my putters crush. But maybe that is me. This is an Entropy. This is just like a zone, pretty much, but it says MVP, so that's why I use it. And then this is my big throwing putter, which is my Envy. I use Proton just because this one actually isn't as overstable as like the Neutron ones, and I haven't really been using Vision just for no reason. That's all I gotta say. So this is also my Mini, which is a macro, which is hilarious. So that's it for my throwing putters. So now I'm gonna go into mids. Let's see if I can find them here. So these are a bunch of different mids here. I guess in no particular order. So I'm just recently put this in my bag. This is the only Streamline disc in my bag, which is the Echo. This is in Cosmic Neutron plastic. So this is, it just crushes. That's all it's for. It's not really for approaching. It's more for driving with it. So that's all it's good for. Then I have the Matrix, which this is for when I want to crush it, but I want it to finish a little bit more left. So that's the only purpose this has. And I also picked this one because it's in a lighter weight. I had a Neutron one in the past. It just felt like the beefiest thing on the planet. So this one actually, I did it to flip up and then finish left. Detour. This is for when I want to crush it, but I want it to not go left. I use Pyro. This is these two are mainly my forehand discs, or just flick disc approaches. So Pyro and a deflector. Obviously the deflector is more like a Swarm or a Buzz OS, and the Pyro is also like those two discs. Fairway drivers. Let's see. Do. Also, again, in no particular order, I have a Volt. This is pretty overstable right now. I hope one day it becomes a little bit more beat in, so it flips up a little bit more. But until then, that's the only purpose. I think the Terra in Neutron is a little too much fade for me, so I do like the Volt. Speaking of the Terra, this is an Electron Terra. This is actually the first MVP disc that I ever bought, and that's why it's still in my bag, because this one beat in so well that it flips up a ton, and I usually throw this off the tee. This just crushes. So dropping down from 8-speed, I have a Resistor. I've had a couple ones. This one's pretty beat in though, so it's not as beefy. Probably instead of a 4 almost, it's probably more like a 2. So this is a good forehand disc too. This is probably what I'm most comfortable with if I'm trying to hit tight lines for my forehand. But yeah, the Tesla, this might leave the bag. This thing kind of sucks, but it's in my bag just in case I need to throw a Tesla. And then kind of same thing with the Fireball. This one is basically like a Raptor, but I have it in fission, so it's not too overstable. But if I just need to know it's going right, I throw this. All right, and now for my drivers. Nothing too crazy. This is probably one of my go-tos. This is a fission photon. This one a little bit lightweight, so I can get it to flip up, but it definitely is that -1.3 is just so beefy that it always comes back left. Speaking of beef, I put this in my bag because it's funny. It's funny to have a dimension, especially after the fission ones are going to come out soon. So I figured I'm definitely getting the fission dimension, so might as well practice with a neutron one. This thing is really good and really bad, and I think that's my fault. This crushes a catalyst. This one's a little lightweight. Whenever I throw this, it just flips over, and then it keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and then it comes back a little bit. So this is like almost way more understable than advertised, and it doesn't have a left like 2 finish as it claims. So this one is pretty cool, really domey, looks even more understable than a Mamba, but yeah, this one's really fun. And then this got some dirt on it because I threw it into the dirt because I stink. But this is a DeFi that's in neutron. This thing is pretty flat too. So I use this if I'm trying to crush a forehand for some reason. Maybe just a dogleg right that's like 500 feet. Who really knows? It's in my bag though. I think that's pretty much it for the discs. I have a Voyager Light James Conrad bag. Yeah, and not too complicated, so peace.